Wow. Hi. Align. Breathe. Connect. It's always time for your best you. Welcome. I'm glad you're stopping by to visit us today because I have a special friend and guest with me today. Joe Meusel has been with me for 2 seasons now on the Nutmeg TV programming, helping me with the programs. And you know, you find out a lot about people when you're working with them, and I found out a lot that you do so much with the photography that I asked Joe to come on and share some of just the beautiful work that he's done and the incredible accolades that you've received as well, Joe.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. We also have, Joe, your website.
Yep. It's josephAMeusel.zenfold.com.
So the zenfold.com, and that will be showing up right on our screen, and we'll be popping up some of the photographs too. But we also brought in some of the photographs, and I guess the first question before we even get into the photography is, you always think, this is part of who you are. It's part of your truth. It's part of your being. We're on Chakra 5. Okay. And, Chakra 5 is about, articulating who you are. So I thought, why, come on and start to talk about some of the parts of you that's different from being behind the scenes on the camera.
Yep.
So when did you start getting involved with photography?
I started when I was about maybe 8 or 9 when my Uncle Steve gave me my first camera. It was a Mickey Mouse camera. He gave me for, I think it was my birthday or Christmas or one of those. Yeah. So that got me started. I went around the room, started just snapping pictures, and really felt a good connection to photography. It's trying to bring the scenery to life, trying to give it more meaning, trying to capture the feelings of people in one shot, In
one shot, yeah. And you have to actually, like what we were talking about, because everything's energy, but we were talking about in captivating and gathering that type of moment in time to capture
to freeze it.
A picture.
Yes.
So for example, I mean, we have the pictures of something like taking a picture of the cow.
The cow here, I have to actually anticipate the cow's movements, anticipate the cow's what it's going to do, and then frame it. I mean, I call this the cow whisperer, since the girl's touching her with the cow, and it's all calm and nice and stuff. So I got to get that energy from the cow and from the object that I'm looking for.
Right. I mean, when it's alive, I mean, we talk about in any type of theater or in working with the movies or anytime they're having an animal on site, it's kind of like the animal becomes the most primary, difficult to work with, and it's more difficult oftentimes than having a human subject.
It is, but the humans have attitude. So.
And animals don't.
Animals.
I don't know. This cow looks like it's got a little bit of an attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, of gratitude.
Yeah.
The cow is a beautiful creature. But I was marveling at some of the photographs that you got of the birds in flight.
Oh, you mean like this one here?
That's one you just painted with Dawn on the
Crack of Dawn
show, John Lombardi. You were working with Dawn. And, and you guys painted this, right?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, so that's cool.
But if you go to more birds, where do I have my birds?
Well, I know Joan would be happy about this. Well, pardon my reaching.
Oh, the German Shepherd?
The dog, capturing of the dog, and especially since now we know so much about the German Shepherds and the rescue dogs.
That's actually a police dog from the
This is a police
Terryville
dog.
Fair. I think his name is Max Power or something like that. Forgot his name.
But this is a police dog. It's a
Yep.
beautiful face and a smile that you're capturing there.
Yep.
But didn't you get an action shot somewhere with the police dog moving?
Oh, yes.
Would that be in the people one?
Nope.
We're rumbling through some of the photographs, but we also will have the pop-ups so you can take a look.
Yep.
And Joe, everyone just kind of contacts you to order photographs?
They can just go to my website and just pick and choose what they like, and they can have it in whatever frame they want, and they can just order it from there.
So at this time of the year in particular, does someone want to ever give you a call, say, for example, if they wanted to have a holiday family shot, or if they wanted to have...
Yes, I could do that. I could come to your house and take a family shot and upload it to my website. You can then put your holiday shot on a coffee mug, anything that you want, actually.
Well, yeah, now, I mean, but what I'm thinking is the difficulty of working with animals, on top of the fact that you can have children. And a lot of these holiday Christmas shops, you want to have the picture of your family pets.
Yes.
And sometimes even dressed up. So do you go to the homes, or do the people come to a studio?
That's something I can do. I don't have a studio right now.
Okay, so you go to the home and you're on-site photographer.
Yep.
So that's something to think about, and it's certainly also a nice gift to give people, a family photographs.
Yes.
I know that we have all this great technology and we can do so much with the photographs, but someone's missing. The one who's taken the photograph isn't in it. So it's always nice to be able to have a photographer.
Yes.
Because the photographer is going to then be able to take care of everything. I mean, Joe directs usually my show. Today we have Tyler Parmalee, who's directing for us, but Joe's usually been directing and getting the shots for the camera scenes so that we can produce the shows at Nutmeg TV. So you have to have a certain kind of eye, and if you're taking the picture, you're not in it.
Yeah.
So how can you get a family? I mean, I don't understand how a lot of people are trying to get nice family shots. We could set it up on a tripod and.
Yeah, you set it up on a tripod. You usually try to relax the mood. You try to get everybody smiling, everybody in a happy mood, and then their personality will just come through.
Yeah.
And hopefully you can be able to capture that personality with the shot.
And the dogs and the cats and perhaps the bird or whatever other animals happen to be present. Horses, you've got all
horses, different. Everything has feelings. Everything communicates through facial movements and stuff like that. And that's what a camera can capture and express. Sometimes people always don't get my full meaning of a photo because it's just what I took, like what I looked at. So it's not important that they get some of the meaning, because all these meanings is in the eye of the beholder.
Truth. That's truth right there. We're speaking Chakra Five.
Yeah.
So everything, beauty, all things are in the eye of each individual. And art is up for interpretation.
Yes,
Every particular piece of art, whether it's a photograph or a painting or a writing or a dance, it's up for interpretive elements. So certainly I understand what you're saying with that. But I think what I'm fascinated with is just the wide scope of from action shots to plant shots to... Yeah, that was the dog shot. Now I was wondering, is this the same dog?
I don't think it's the same dog.
No?
No.
But it's going through maybe
it's
for the camera. Hold
dog.
that up just so we can see. Maybe that's that's through an exercise for the police
it is.
dogs.
It's actually attacking the person who's acting as the criminal.
Well, I would think also if there are any police officers who are watching this show, or anyone who works in the area with the fire departments or the areas where they have the animals working with them, it certainly would nice to have a nice picture of your mascot that's actually in the building. And would you be willing to go to the local
I would.
Firehouses and to the police stations and be able to take these photographs? That would be really important, I think, to get the
I could do
everyone that
animal
you
shelters, stuff like that.
need. Yeah.
The only thing I'm not fully equipped for, because I'm just by myself, is a wedding. I can't really, I would need an extra hand or a couple people to actually pull me through a big wedding.
Right.
So that's the only thing I'm
Small
not.
weddings, are you interested in doing any small weddings? You don't know about
No.
weddings yet? There's a lot of people at weddings when you're working as a photographer.
It's a lot to cover. It would be a lot to cover.
It's more of an event than it is like a man and a dog or a woman and a dog situation, but to be able to have all those photographs, it's a good keepsake.
Yeah.
With the proper outfits on and the dog dressed and the officers
Yeah, like the fire.
dressed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So do you do this at the fairs when you go to the fairs? Because you do have pictures of the people.
Yes. I go to the fairs and I, like my old-time lumberjack photo here. I go to the fair and the guys actually knew me. I introduced myself, stuff like that. So they got to know me because I go every year. Okay. And and I go through the fair. That's where most of my prizes come from, the Taylorville Fair.
Okay.
And that's really a good place for a photographer to go and take pictures because people are willing to smile, and usually they have demonstrations of people and stuff like that you can take pictures of. I can't just go out in public and start snapping pictures of people.
I see.
I can't. That's what I can't do without the person's permission.
Right.
I can't do that.
Right. Well, when you take them at the fairs, do you notify them that if they'd like to go, they can see the photographs that are available on request?
Now that I have my website, now that I can do that, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's good to know, too, as a viewer. There's how many photographs do you have on your website, Joseph?
Over 1,000.
So there's over 1,000 photographs, out of which that I'm sure there are so many beautiful.
That's ranging from my
flower pictures.
My wonderful flower pictures here.
Now, and that could be enlarged. So in other words, it could be an entire picture on your wall in a beautiful frame.
Yep.
On a certain wall that you just want to bring a spot of warmth and light and love and light or energy of fun or whatever, and this could be a huge mural, is that correct?
Yeah, it could be. If a business wants to like lighten up the room and stuff like that with a nice photography picture, they can just go to my website and pick one out and, choose the size they want and put it on the wall. But I got different colors of flowers, any kind of color, and match the walls, stuff like that.
So that, I just think of that being just a really great way to change a small space, even if you're living in an apartment or in a condominium and you only have these like small areas where you don't have a lot of outside view. Yeah. Turning a wall into something that, it could be, the picture of a pet, certainly. Oh, of course. But it could be the picture of a bird in flight. Or the turtle.
Or the turtle walking.
I mean, when you think about energy and we think about everything as energy, our environments we can change with just a simple thing like putting an enlarged photograph or a cluster of photographs on a wall.
Yeah, you can like put yourself in the spot of this turtle walking on the ground. You can just look at it and go, it's kind of inspiring to watch. Actually, this turtle was trying to get away.
He's trying to get away.
It was out of the cage.
Okay.
And it was feeling
freedom.
Yeah, pretty much. It was freedom. This was at the Nature Center in Bristol. Yeah. So it's good to capture live animals like this, and have this hanging on the wall. Wouldn't you mind having this hanging on your wall and looking at it?
Yeah, no, if I may, please. Go. As everyone knows who knows me well, one of my favorite phrases is to turtle om, because the turtle is an ancient, I love the animal totems and the animal energies, but the turtle is this ancient energy. It's got a hard shell. Yes. Lives for a long time. Its body parts can go into its shell. So, it's kind of a metaphor for times in our life when we want to just kind of, keep moving along. Yep. but there are times when you want to, kind of close yourself in to regroup. Say, do your meditation. Who knows what a turtle's doing when he's got his head and his feet inside?
Well, this
but
one
he's
is
not
stretching.
walking, right?
Yeah.
But this could be something. Just for example, for someone who does like the turtles, who could say, just before you walk out the
10
door,
minutes.
just before you walk out the door, and to going to your particular work or whatever. It's just a little mantra. Yeah, turtle om every day. Be like a duck, quack, quack. Let the water roll off your back.
Yep.
You have a duck picture here, right?
Let's see.
I love the flower pictures, though. I just think the flowers are so beautiful.
I got a nice sheep picture.
Yeah, that's a sheep, the shark sheep. We talk about how sweet is this in a baby's room. Wouldn't that be adorable? I love the little chick with
Yep.
the hand. Is so beautiful and precious, love and light. And then, you've heard of the goat yoga. Well, how about, where's the sheep, right?
Yeah, where's
There's
the
a lot
sheep?
of the sheep yoga going on. Oh, yeah, this is what we got, honk, honk, the geese. Here's another
Yep.
kind of an example of something that one could take a look at with the photographs, but use it as an affirmation, because the geese they fly in there's
V
always
pattern,
a geese,
yes.
one who's in the front. They don't leave the others behind. Someone will go and get the other
Yes,
one,
yes, they will.
and they won't leave it behind. Someone's tired in the lead, someone in the back comes and takes the lead, and someone from the lead can go in the back and rest. So there's something about the Canadian geese.
Well, those two were actually trying to dodge me as I was taking their pictures.
Oh,
so-
were they?
Yeah, they actually were trying. They almost hit me.
But I mean, we hear it every season, the honk honk of the geese as they
Yep.
fly north and they fly south through the changes of the times of the year.
Yes. Well, some of them do stay here in Bristol.
Okay.
When I go down to the Bristol parks and stuff like that, they stay here.
They're here for the winter,
Yeah,
some
yeah.
still. And then we have all the ribbons that well, not all of them, some of them are here. But as you can see, it's the rainbow of colors, the red, orange, blues and greens and indigo,
Green,
violets, practically all over
Well,
the
I haven't
spectrum.
got a violet yet.
No.
Violet's best of show.
Best of show.
So I'm
okay.
aiming for one of those.
Okay. Well, you have to just keep entering. And may
Yeah.
I see the next one? I'm sure we're coming closer up to the time slot. And of course, as I said, I have them here like this, and I have them.
Which one you want?
Flowers. I'm just putting up some of the pictures so that we could see them.
Yep.
While we're coming to the close. And the rose by any other name, would it smell so sweet?
Actually,
It's a question to ask.
that was Elizabeth Park in Hartford. Yeah, and wherever you smell a rose.
Rose.
I mean,
It's the highest vibrational frequency of the flower. It's higher than lavender. So do you have a favorite, anything that you wanted to maybe share that's your favorite thing to take a picture of? I mean,
well-
flowers are challenging.
flowers are challenging because the wind always blows when I'm trying to take a shot of a flower. I don't know if that's just my luck or
The
not
wind
luck.
blowing.
The
well,
wind
yeah.
blowing.
It's going to
I
send
mean-
the scent, but at the same time, it's going to
It's gonna
move the
move the
petal.
petals.
And when it moves the petal, that actually affects the
Yeah.
movement of the
Oh,
camera.
the camera, you can't center it. It's
Everyone's so used to using these types of cameras.
Yeah.
When you've got the more camera that's going to work professionally.
professional, yes.
Yeah. So do consider that and take a look at Joe Meusel's website. We have the list up on the Joe Meusel at
Yeah, at zenfold.com.
zenfold.com, and check out, there's over 1,000
Pictures,
photographs
yep,
up
yep.
there. And also you can contact Joe because he's more than happy to come to your home and help you out with any of the holiday pictures, especially
Yep.
if you've want to take a whole family shot and you want to be in it.
Yeah.
And you want to have the animals sitting fine and everyone, and you have all different, I'm sure, little different prices that can work and
Yeah,
plans
that
that can
could-
work with
yeah,
everyone.
that could work.
Joe's local in Connecticut, and he
Yep,
goes to
I'm
all
in
the
Bristol.
fairs.
Yep.
He's very well known and highly recommended from Nutmeg TV. He works here all the time, and he's a very reputable artist in our state.
Yep.
So
I can say I'm a professional photographer.
He could say he's a professional photographer. That's
Yeah.
nice. I'm glad to hear that because it sure does show. And then also you can go to the fire departments and to the police departments and with the animals if they want to have some photographs. If they want to have some photographs
of their animals, yes.
Of their animals, and with the
If a shelter wants
officer.
me to come and take pictures of their shelter cats and stuff.
And
I'm
when
more
you're taking
happy
pictures
to.
of the shelter cats, would that then be for them to put up onto their website so that
Yes,
they can
yes,
notify
yeah.
people of?
That's a different price than.
So, for example, Bristol has this huge something happened. They've got a whole bunch of cats over there. I noticed it on the Facebook Bristol
Really?
page.
Okay, I didn't
So
get
there's
to
like
that one.
so many cats that they just had a picture of like 20 cats running. How could anyone pick out a cat out of that pile of cats?
Yeah,
So you could help out
I
with
could
things
help
like
with-
that.
yeah.
So yeah, for sure, if you're one of the local societies that are looking for a photographer to help to post pictures,
yep.
that would be great too, that you're able to do that and capture that. Is there anything else that you would like to be able to share with the guests?
That's just about it.
Yeah.
That's when I go to the shelters ones, I probably will tell them that their photos will be used for definitely for fairs.
Okay.
If I get a good one, definitely for fairs, and they would definitely go up on my website for a general people to just pick out and capture.
So you talk with each one of them individually,
Yep.
and you work with the
Work with them,
shelters
yep.
or with the fire
Fire department,
departments,
or-
but that you want to be able to have access to the photos yourself
Yeah.
because you're
Yeah, I'm
making
trying
it,
to
but
show
you're
my
selling it as well.
animals. Yeah.
All right, well, that sounds great. I love that idea. What was I going to ask you about? What was your most fun, like, animal event that you had when you were taking a picture of an animal? I know you had geese coming after you. That had to have been running because they are. Look, you ask any golfer about a goose, and they'll tell you you don't mess with the geese on the golf
They have a
course.
bad temper.
They
Yeah.
do.
I just like all my animal shots.
You like the animals?
I like the animals.
Yeah, they've got a great personality, and you've captured them good, especially that sheep with the jaws on the.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He was biting the cage.
Yeah.
Actually, he was actually almost, when I'm working, he's like a subject to me. I actually try to talk human to him
Sure.
and try to bring, they catch words and stuff. They know what we're talking about. But there was this tiger at the Beardsley Zoo that I took pictures of and stuff. And then I went, and then he got a little annoyed with me.
Oh.
And he actually I was behind the gate by myself. He backed up right, and pointed his rear end at me.
Okay.
And actually tried to pee on me.
Yes, I believe that.
I mean, it was just out of,
A domineering cat act.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But he actually aimed.
Yes, aimed.
And
Missed, I hope.
Well, I had to move out of the way.
A quick run.
Or, yeah.
A quick run and a quick miss.
Yep.
But that's kind of that can be intimidating.
Yep.
But in that case, at least it's behind a safe place.
Thing, but that's also that animals actually think and process.
Yes.
And they go.
Oh, I do. I have every belief that the animals are communicating at a higher level than we are.
we're thinking they are or
Yes.
not.
Oh,
So,
yes, most definitely. Dr. Doolittle it,
Yeah.
we can communicate with the animals, it's everything's energy, and they can sense
Senses.
fear
Yep. They can
and
sense
they can
it.
sense everything.
1
I know
minute.
we're coming up to 1 minute left in the show, and it's great to have you here. I know it's always
Yep.
fun to be able to sit and talk outside of the little directing
yeah.
situation and see some of the awards, not all of them, and also to hear that there's 1,000 pictures. And if you're interested in that tiger, you got a photograph of that, and it's in the
Yes.
100,000 pictures.
Yeah.
So that's also a pretty cool picture to have, as a big picture of a tiger blown up in your apartment if you wanted
Yeah.
to have a nice wall with something cool on it. I mean, bringing the animal life into your home through the energy of a photograph would be great, Joe.
Yep.
I really appreciate you coming on
Well,
here.
thank you for having me. Thanks for being. I enjoy sharing my work with others.
Being your best you with photographs
Yep.
and helping everybody else be their best through the photographs that you can share
Yes.
for them to have for a lifetime.
Yep.
And use in any way they want. So.
Yes.
All right, everyone. I guess that's it. You know, it's coming up to the last show, next show coming up. We're almost at the end of the season. Can you believe it?
Yes. It flew by.
It sure did, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
But we'll be back next season, and Joe, you'll be here. Maybe you can get that Bengal. Is it a Bengal tiger?
It was. I think it was. Yes.
That'd be cool to see that picture. I love those big wild animals like that.
Yep.
They're beautiful creatures. Got to take care of the earth. I guess that's it. We'll see you. And remember, align, breathe, and connect. It's always time for your best you.